Who deems good and bad? Who considers themselves perfect enough to judge others in a situation they couldn't possibly understand? Some may say that what I did was unforgivable, but listen, I understood firsthand who Connor really was. Connor was notorious for being a creep around the office. People just saw past it because he had such charm. Rumor had it, he slept with every new temp. It wasn't until last month that I experienced everything I had heard about him for myself. All of us at the office went out on our usual Wednesday night happy hour at the local bar after work. I'll admit that night I did have 3 too many, but how else am I supposed to get through the work week? There was something different about that night, though. Connor was there. Who invited him? I remember him staring over at me with that perpetual smirk of his, a look that felt as if he was undressing me with his eyes. I tried my best to ignore it. I really did. I remember a lot more about that night than he would have hoped. Everyone started making their way out, and Connor somehow managed to convince me in my drunken state to let him walk me home. I only lived 2 blocks from the place, so I figured, what's the worst that could happen? I would have never imagined I was going to become one of his victims. Before I knew it, I was thrown onto my bed, being suffocated by his body weight over mine. Is this really happening? I thought. I just remember laying there, feeling numb to it all. I felt so mad at myself. For a while, I felt like it was my fault. Like maybe if I hadn't let my guard down, it wouldn't have happened. Then I thought, no, he doesn't get away with it. He took something from me without my consent, and now I'll never be the same. What he did demands retribution, not just for what he did to me, but for all the other women who suffered under his hand. I kept quiet, avoided him around the office at all costs. I didn't say much to anyone anymore as the weeks went by. It only made me feel worse, made me feel more insignificant and worthless. But nothing compared to the feeling that overcame me when I heard my sexual assault report to Human Resources had been repealed. He was so good at manipulating everyone that he managed to get off scot-free and still made me look manic. I figured I had 2 choices: go to the police and risk ending up with the same result, or I could take matters into my own hands. Confucius said that before you embark on a journey of revenge, you must dig 2 graves, but I was already in my own personal hell. It was only fair that I brought Connor down with me.